Sawyer, this is a great video for us to learn from. You're going to see times where you attack the line of scrimmage with good attack angle versus times that you don't. And also outside in leverage. Sometimes you had it and sometimes you didn't, and you'll notice the difference. On this first play right here, you've got to make up your mind and attack the line of scrimmage. And I still wonder about your alignment a little bit. Look how close you linebackers are. And here they switch the strong side of the field, and you guys don't even move. It just makes me feel like you're losing your outside in leverage. So you're going to attack the line of scrimmage right here. Even though you don't make the play, you've got to jam everything up. See how you're pushing the tackle back in? There's no place for the back to go. There's no daylight to run through. And even though you didn't make the tackle, that was a great play. Attack the line of scrimmage, stuff the lineman on the point of attack. Pass play, they ran 4 verticals. Nothing anybody can do. We're not in the zip code. Here we are on punts. I run them at full speed. I'd like to see you engage him a little harder and then sprint harder to get to the football, but you know that already. This is a great example of outside in leverage. Once you attack his outside shoulder, you've got a good reach step. You attack from the outside and then close hard back to the inside. That's outside in leverage, and there's better examples coming. Here's a good reach step, outside. You got your head across the outside, whammo. Again, pass play, getting depth. Now run to the football. That guy's out there by himself right there. You need to be trucking down. Here we are punting again. That's a little quick right there. And run to the football. This is another, it goes not to your side, but you read to run and you attack the line of scrimmage. And of course, I was telling you before, you know, in that type of setup, teams are zone blocking, and you know, you've got to maintain outside in on that running back, and if the back goes away from you, you got to think quarterback. Not a bad job right here. You get to pile on. Got motion. I don't see any adjustments. I mean, probably going to pass right here, but I would still widen up just a little bit. I mean, why is everything so far down inside? You're holding hands with the other linebacker. See, and you're not in any position to get out here and help on that inside receiver. Here you're too high. It was a good attack to the line of scrimmage, but once you get there, you got to jumble everything up. And once you hit right here, it's as good, but now you're too high, and so everything goes backwards, and there was a penalty there. But I mean, especially at the goal line. Here, once you fight through that double team, you got to get off them guys. You got to keep your outside shoulder free, and then you did get to the football. I would have liked if you had your head on his outside, but anyway, watch this play right here, and look where you're at. You're in the end zone, end zone, end zone, end zone. And I freeze it right here. You never got out of the end zone. You're up against the goal line. You have to read, make your best guess, and then you got to attack the line of scrimmage. And you either guess right or guess not. But if you're in the end zone, you're not going to make a play. It doesn't matter at that point. So I'd like to see you a little more aggressive when you're got your back up against your own end zone, for sure. Pass. This is what happens when you do not attack the line of scrimmage. It creates a running lane. It's just too soft. I call it tippy-toeing a little bit later. You see, you don't jam a hole up right there. You get close to the play, but if you'd attacked the line of scrimmage, there wouldn't have been no place for that guy to go. This is 4th and 1 or 3rd and 1 or something like that. You guys should have been tightening down. Here is an example where you lost the outside in leverage. You're making a great play on this guy, and you just lose the outside. You got to be running through his outside shoulder right here, and you just lost. That head has to be in front. Can't say that enough. And maintain an outside in leverage to the play. And I'll try to show you a little more what that bit is, but you'll see some good examples here where you do a real good job of that. But there again, that alignment down inside. Skating to the football and get knocked down by your own guy. And here we're, look how deep you linebackers are from a play right there. I mean, we have to run to the football and make a play. You got to be in on all that junk. You got to be piling in or close to it. Pass play, we're giving depth. Now run to the football, and once you use your short choppy steps right here, look at that right there. Short choppy steps and then explode. You still, again, you need to get your head on the outside of him right there, but that was a good open field play. Here we are, we're dancing, we're 4 yards off football. We got Big 55, he's in our grill, and we can't, I know he's a big daddy, but you have to see where you think the play is and go. Now here's an example of good outside leverage. So see how your outside shoulder stays free? You're attacking his outside and then turn back up inside on him. This was another great football play right there. Good tackle. But you kept your outside shoulder free and you played that guy outside in. And you probably don't even think about it that much. Pass. Now, you and your other linebacker there, you guys, I know you're reading kindly flowing to the ball, but, you guys are so close together. It seems to me that you've got to try to be aware and cover a little more ground. This is a great play right here coming up, but get your head in front. Here you are. Look right here. Fight through that tackle. Bam. Good tackle right there. And Big 78 laying on top of you. But you kept your shoulder free, but you need to get your head in front. These guys are zone blocking, which means that you have to attack the line of scrimmage. You have to go through the outside shoulder free. And both of these plays are the same thing. They're just, you're too far off football. Once you get to where you think that football is and see he's got your outside shoulder free and you're chicken fighting with him. Man, you have to, that 45 up into the line of scrimmage. Remember how we worked on that and talked about. Now here, this is perfect outside in leverage. It's just too high right there, and we couldn't make a play. But that's what I'm talking about. You maintained outside in leverage on that last play and turned it back inside of you. This is a great attack to the line of scrimmage, but you lose your outside in leverage. This is the 45-degree angle I'm talking about. Once you take your read step, now come up into the line of scrimmage. Bam, that's great. Now get to his outside, and right there, you lost your outside leverage and you lost your thought about keeping your head in front of him. Here you have to engage the blocker on the outside shoulder. There's just too much reading and waiting. And this guy, you can't let him just come to you. Once you read the play, you've got to attack him and knock his feet back a step or two. See, that's just too much right there. He's too high and you're a little bit too high, but you just needed to see that play and run through his outside shoulder, engage him hard. And right here, a linebacker needs to be closing up in there and help the dog pile right there. Knock that guy's head off. You like the cheap shot anyway there, Big Daddy. Run to the football. See, it's like you're thinking somebody else is going to make the tackle, and you need to be thinking every tackle depends upon me. Every play, I have to make every tackle. And good football play right there. Maintained outside shoulder, and you attack the line of scrimmage. The plays behind the line of scrimmage. Those are great plays. This is just giving too much ground. Too much ground. It makes it too soft. I mean, they're running 6 or 7 yards. And you linebackers have to attack the line of scrimmage and make plays on or behind the line of scrimmage. And I know it's hard with the big line that you played against. And that was a good try right there. You turned it back up inside. You're too far off the football right here. Look at you. I mean, you're going to get to come. You've got to attack that line of scrimmage, and then you got to drop a hammer when you get there. And I call these last 5 plays or so tippy-toeing. It's just kind of soft. Look how soft y'all are right there. See, if you would have hit that line of scrimmage with a hammer, wrapped him up, you would have driven him about 5 yards back behind the line of scrimmage. Instead, he steps backwards and escapes. And it wasn't, I mean, it's just, it's too much reading and too far off the line of scrimmage. Once you read that play, you've got to attack the line of scrimmage, and you got to have a good attack angle. And that's just fighting right there, mashing and fighting. But we're just too far off the line of scrimmage. See how far you're catching that guy there? You're 4 or 5 yards off football. I mean, even if you make the play, we needed you attacking that line of scrimmage. Attack the line of scrimmage. And I don't know whether it's tired, but you can see the difference of you attacking the line of scrimmage early in the game versus it getting late in the game. And maybe we're tired, or maybe we're just reading a little too much. You know, now you did a good job making a read. But now go get him right there. We give up too much ground. I mean, it's just, we were too soft and too, I call it tippy-toeing as the linebackers. You got to be getting up in there and making that play right there as a linebacker. We're reading, we're skating, but we're not attacking nowhere. Now we kind of squirt through. I mean, we got to get in that muck right there and help knock that pile down.